What is up, peeps? Welcome. This is Nuts, or I'm playing on War. This is kind of low master MMR. I'm playing Nami, Kindred into Ezreal, Janna. I wanted to kind of show people how I play early game because I know a bunch of people are struggling for early game, which is the most important phase is Kindred ADC. So I kind of wanted to run people down, not run people down, run down what I do and why I do it. So here I'm running Hail of Blades, the classic kind of build that you would see if you can see on my Mobifier. I'm into Ezreal, Janna. So Ezreal is kind of not the easiest, but you kind of scale better, so you just need to kind of play passive and just not lose resources and fall behind. Janna is annoying against Kindred because she can just tornado you away when you're trying to engage on someone, but here she was kind of just not very good. So obviously always start Q. Here I'm starting tier because I'm going the mirror mana shield bow path. I could have gone Kraken because they have two tanks, Udyr and Zac, but I thought this game that since I was kind of the main source of DPS, it would be better to go the shield bow route. I also have a Nami, so extended trades are where I shine. So here I got a little bit, kind of poked, but it's fine. I have sustain in this lane. So just look at my movement. Look at how I kind of space against the Ezreal and the Janna. Here there's a level 2, so I would respect it, but she overstepped, so I can punish her. Now I'm going to be level 2 of this minion too, so now I can kind of trade with the enemies pretty easily. So here right now, you see we won one good trade, and the wave is in a good position right here. So I can just continue and do stuff like that. And the Jarvan came there. I wanted to kill, but he got it. But yeah, we were kind of setting up for that gang because we saw that our jungler was in the jungle, in enemy jungle. So we were setting up for that gank. And here this is huge. I'm going to show you. I showed this game in particular because we had. This is the only gank I got from the Jarvan. Oops. This is the only gank I got from the Jarvan, and our top laner was inting. So it's kind of showing you how Kindred can solo carry. And this is something that if I had picked any other champ, I wouldn't be able to do in this game. So you'll see later on, but they basically surrendered because of how strong I was. So right now I have a 1k2. There's multiple things I can buy on 1k2. I can, buy Berserk, or wait, no, I didn't have 1k2. I don't think I did. I think I had 700. That's why it adds to 1k2. But yeah, 700. That's an obvious one. 2 long swords. You kind of want to max how much money you're spending. Like you don't want to have 200 in your bank. You usually want to have as close to 0 as possible. So if I had, for example, 790. I would, kind of maximize. I would still buy the same, but with a pink. So that's not a good example, but you get what I mean. Like if I had 900, I would buy 2 attack speeds and my boots, since I'm gonna need them in my build anyway. So you're always gonna want to maximize like your power level, so that every time you fight, you're the strongest that you could be. Like that. That's kind of how you gain the advantage. So kind of look at how I farm. Here I'm freezing because, so as you can see, I've got a bit of a minion health advantage because these are full health and these are a little bit lower. So I can kind of negate Ezreal, his minions, and experience and gold. So this is a great way to kind of assert your dominance. So I've already have 125 difference. It's not that much, but you'll see that it only gets worse. It only gets worse for him. So yeah, I think the Gwen went 0-7 this game, and the early was pretty fed. It's actually usually not that bad because Kindred has so much, max health damage with his W that he can deal with threats that are top lane threats are usually fine. The problem are usually assassins. When assassins are fed, it's a lot harder to deal with that kind of, because assassins are very 100-0 and I don't know. So I think he wanted to gang, but I didn't want him to gang because there's a Drake and we know the Zac was top. So I think we go for Drake here. So a couple of things with Kindred. Because you build tier, here the Nami kind of overextended, so I had to defend her, but with Kindred, one of the good things is that... Oh, I love that he got blocked by the minion. One of the good things with Kindred is you can deal so much DPS with your kind of Q and W that you can do Drakes without your jungler. If you know that the enemy jungler is top lane, and you have prio on the bot lane, I do it quite often, especially with the tier build, because you have that mana sustain to kind of just spam abilities. You can solo, well, not solo with your support, but you can kind of do it independently, which is huge, especially in high elo games where the Drakes matter a lot more. So here I'm fine staying because I have 1k2 and I obviously it's not a great kind of spike, and I'm still quite healthy in terms of mana health, so I'm just kind of chilling right now. Yeah, the sustain from your W passive is quite huge. Right now I have no lifesteal, right, and I'm still kind of tanking as like a lot of poke and just going back to max HP. So I'm level 6. We win any fights, but so this is quite an important thing that I wanted to kind of show, but sorry. But look at how I trade. This is quite important. So here, just doing that is gonna maximize your kind of short trade damage and one shot kind of power. If you can do an auto before that, it's even better because obviously auto reset max DPS. But this is often how you're gonna catch off guard when you're from stealth at a relative distance. So good thing this game is we didn't get too much jungle attention. Here I tried to go for an extended, but unfortunately the Janna kind of escaped. One thing that was quite important here, the Nami W'd me in my ult, which doesn't, you can't heal anyone in Kindred ult, so that's not optimal. I think I typed it to her afterwards that that's not something you want to do. You want to have your healing cooldowns for right after, because like that you can be more healthy instead of wasting a W. That's quite an important ability. I think the Nami kills the Janna here, which is really good. Currently only on 1 mark at 9 minutes, which is a little bit suboptimal, but it's really not that bad. Usually I try to aim for 2 every 10 minutes. It's kind of a easy benchmark, but obviously there's going to be games where you have more, there's going to be games where you're starved of marks, and it feels like shit, but honestly, even if you're like mid-game with 0 marks, it's quite easy to kind of catch up. Like you need 2 kills or like 1 kill and then 1 mark, and then you're pretty much back in the game. So let's look at what I'm building. Right now I had, I think, just enough money. You see how I'm always kind of on 0 gold almost every time I leave my base. It's because, yeah, really maximizing that. The Gwen dying again, it's so funny to me. The Gwen, yeah, maximizing the money you're spending, huge gains. So I'm quite strong, but not strong enough to, 2v3 yet. And I suspect that the Zac is gonna come bot because he's not been bot, and he can see that we're the only lane that's basically not losing here. So if he wants to win the game, the only thing he can do. So I'm not overextending too much, or am I? I'm holding onto my Q to kind of stay healthy. But yeah, Nami goes down. I think she didn't get the memo, but it's okay. I mean, I'm still gonna stay here. Not too scared of the dive because I have R still. So I get a little bit of sustain back from the Crux, and then there's gonna be the Heralds. I don't remember what happens here exactly. Check. I don't think anything crazy goes. So stay a little bit careful because the Zac, could be nearby. But as soon as he gets caught, and here I saved the Jarvan who would have died otherwise. It's not great to waste an ult like that just to save stop a death. It's usually best to trade a death with it so you can get a mark, but it's not so bad. Like, it's better than just letting him die and having your ult on cooldown all the time. So here they take a really bad fight. I ping them off, but I don't really understand why they stayed. It's obviously a 3v3, but in a very bad area of the map, and with a kind of fed Yoni and Zac, so it's not. Yeah, it's okay. We're 3k 5 gold behind, so any other ADC would be a little bit in trouble here, seeing this Unir, but I'm honestly just chilling because I know that it's a champ I can deal with. So good thing we got the first Drake, because I think that could have made it a little bit harder. Hextech Drake is especially pretty good on itself. It's quite a strong one, so good thing we got that. Yeah, see right now we're almost 5k behind at 30 minutes. So here I don't know why Ezreal and Janna overextended, but yeah, this is pretty much just she wastes her flash, so there's not much she can do. And because I hit the Ezreal and I had my mark on it, you can see I get my mark here, which is really huge. Yeah, I think it's 4 seconds the time you get your mark between the time you hit them last, which is pretty, it's pretty long, which is great because you can kind of use that to your advantage in extended fights. Just attack them, and then if they're dead, just move on to the next target. So yeah, that's a lot of plates, which is really good. I'm kind of getting big. I think I have enough money for almost enough money for. Yeah, I should show the the damage to tower. But yeah, you do damage to tower quite a lot, especially if you Q before you get extra attack speed. So you'll be able to dish out some decent damage onto the tower. Once you're safe, you don't wanna be wasting your Q against a Zac. So here I think I pinged to the Udyr because he's extending and he's probably very cocky in the 7-0 position, and that is a massive bounty. So that is something that I'm kind of happy baiting for. So here I'm kind of baiting. I know that he's stronger, so Boom. Pretty much till the last minute. I think I flashed just in case, because I don't know, you know, exactly, like, Udyr's cooldowns and damage in the 7-0. It's not a position I've been in before, so just to be safe, I flash. But yeah, that is a huge bounty. Jarvan got it. It's fine. It could have been better, but it's honestly okay. Here that was a pretty good fight, I think. I got, yeah, double kill, and here look at how I trade with the Ezreal. It's quite important. Just respect your opponent. You don't have to, you know, go all in if you know that your team is here and he's gonna die, but at least dish out your damage. Here I go for the cheeky mark. You only need to kill the big monster. You don't need to kill the whole camp, so just take the big monster and go back to your occupation. It's usually much better than you know, risking it for 40 gold or something. So here I'm pretty big. I've got 2k in the bank. I don't remember if that finishes the mirror mana or not. It does. Very nice. Yeah, the Gwen, she's really not very strong this game. Yeah, the early game is pretty much over. And yeah, I just wanted you guys to kind of see how I kind of dealt with, you know, losing top lane and mid lane. And then you kind of just roam around the map and get kills where you can. Obviously, this isn't a kill, but when you're strong like this, it's pretty hard to. Well, no, it is easy to lose the game. Don't get me wrong, but it's pretty hard to like die because you have Sheldo, and I'll just finish on this last team fight because it's quite important. They surrendered after because I was so strong. I'll show you though when they did surrender. That was pretty class kill. I thought it was pretty cool. So here, I knew Udyr was bot, so I was safe to kind of come here. And you can see my damage is starting to be quite decent, and I'm only at 4 mark. 5 with this one. There's a Drake up, but I'm happy taking my mark against the Drake at this point. So here, yeah, this was a quite important one because you can see the Udyr is on me. I saw him, but the rest of my team didn't. So yeah, here I'm just gonna melt him from inside Darwin's ults, which is pretty big. Oh yeah, I think the Yone kind of missed his ult there after. That's quite funny. Just, yeah, know your limits. Know your limits is quite important because it's easy to get greedy, so discipline is quite a big thing when playing Kindred ADC because you have a lot of damage, but you're also quite vulnerable, so it's easy to get excited. So here I see my jungler and support doing Drake, so I don't really want to fight with the Gwen. It's 2v4. Yeah, I think I just dodged the Yone. He was a little bit drunk or tilted, one of both. Here you can see me poking with my W. That's something I kind of do a lot mid-game because a lot of people don't expect how much damage you actually do. You just, you know, do a Q auto and then W, and they can really be punished if they stay with so much health. So I'm on 1k7 here. I've got 3,000 gold difference with the Ezreal, who, you know, he didn't play bad. He didn't play, like, you know, crazy, but he didn't really do any obvious mistakes. And that's Oh, that's a really weird stun. And yeah, the last thing I wanted to show you guys is this team fight right here. Once again, I'm playing around with the Udyr. And I think this is, after this, they surrendered because... Yeah, once you do a fight like this, there's no coming back. And so yeah, kind of just wanted to show you guys how Kindred is played. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys want more videos or with other setups or in more difficult lanes like Samira or Caitlyn, I can deliver. Just leave a comment. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. Have a good day.